Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons in our NCAA Basketball Coach Dynasty Series, where right now we are with the Central Michigan Chippewas here at the MAC Tournament, Conference Tournament here, round number 1, facing off against Toledo. We were 1-1 against them in the regular season. They were 5-24 overall for their record, 5-11 in the conference. We were 7-9, so I can't say we were that much better, but hey. We were what we are, what our record says we are. So this is the MAC tournament, and this is going to be a big one. If we can pull off a really good performance and possibly some upsets and win this thing, we may get ourselves into the big dance. That's our only hope right now with the way our record shaped out this season. But Toledo, they will start out with the ball here in game number 1 of the tournament as they fire it up down low, which is exactly what they did to us before, as they get an early lead here quickly in this one, making it 2-0. To start this game out. Now we know they're going with that zone defense, so we kind of get the ball moving around, try to find some of the open shots, get the ball down low, get some guys moving as we drive in and push that one up, and it's going to be missed, and they'd get the rebound. And here they come right back with it, but we got our defenders in position. Now we got him pinned down, and they pass it down low. It gets deflected, but he goes up with it anyways, and he gets the foul. He's going to get the and one on that shot with the little lay-in and the foul. Triple, 3 defenders there, basically. Not one of them could do nothing about it. So Toledo leads 4-0. Scratch that. They lead 5-0 here within the first minute of this game as we are coming back with us as they do the standard press defense coming out of the free throw. We have possession of the ball, working it around the outside, passing it down low to our power forward. Get it back out to our point guard. He brings it to the top of the key, kind of makes some space, separate some things out, try to find that open man that can get that good shot off. As we get it over to our small forward on the down low wing, fires that one up and it's going to be off the rim, but it does get rebounded by our power forward. He puts it up and in. Offensive rebounds, that's what we're going to need, and it does get us on the board. We trail 5-2 here early in this one. As Toledo with possession of the ball, have it at the top of the key. They working around the outside, go back down low and fire that one up. It's off the rim and it is no good. We get the rebound. And we pass it up and start coming back around. 12-18 on the season, 30 games, under 500. The school board, I can say, did not appreciate that. We are going to definitely have to do better next season, or we may lose our job. This may be a short-term coaching dynasty. We'll have to see how it goes, but we do have to definitely improve next year. Now, after that little missed turnaround jumper, Toledo takes possession of the ball, and they're coming right back at us here as they kind of try to slow things down. Both teams are really a half-court style offense as they drive down low and go up with the shot, and that one is going to be missed, but they get the rebound. You've got to be kidding me. Toledo gets the offensive rebound, and they put that one up, and they're going to extend on their lead to 5 points now, 7-2. We have it with our small forward on the wing down low. Back out to our point guard who kind of backs down and backs up and tries to set up our offense again, find that open man, get the open shot. That's going to be the key for us. As he sets a screen, passes it off down low to our point guard who's going to go up with it and lay that one in. Little hook shot down in the post from our point, and that's going to make it 7-4 here, 3 minutes into this game. That was good ball movement. Our coach is definitely liking that one. Toledo with possession and a 3-point lead. As they start working the ball around, trying to prevent them from getting it down low. We have to play more physical on the defense. They drive that one up, and he's going to lay that one up, and he lays that in. Another and one opportunity for this Toledo offense. As we are playing physical, I know that because that's 2 fouls within basically about a minute and a half of each other. Hopefully it doesn't lead to 6 points. And that free throws up, and it does lead to 6 points. Okay, so 10-4 lead now after our physical play has resulted in 2 and 1 opportunities that were successfully completed. So trailing by 6, we have possession, get it down low to our center who's gathered around. Our small forward has it on the far side wing, back up to the top of the key. Back around to our shooting guard who fires up a 3, and that one's going to be good. Drains that one from down deep. And that's going to cut this lead in half that Toledo has, make it a 10-7 ball game here, 11.5 minutes remaining in the first. They get it down low again, fire that one up. It's off the rim, but they get the rebound. We've got to stop them. Their power forward has got 7 out of their 12 points already. a couple of those coming off offensive rebounds. So trailing by 5, we have possession. Work it back down to the key, to the short side key. Wing side, I guess, and get it down to our center. He gets it back out to our small forward on the short side wing. And he drives forward, passes it to our center, gets it right back around outside. Long 3 from our shooting guard, and that's off the rim and no good. And Toledo will come down with the rebound. We've got to work on getting the ball down low. That is when we have been most successful. The coach has been trying to preach that. We have got to follow through with it. Toledo with possession at the ball at the top. They get it to the far side wing. Coming back around with it to their shooting guard. Back down low to their center. He shoots it up, and he's going to miss off the iron. And it will be gathered up here by the Chippewas as we come back with it, still trailing by 5, approaching the 5-minute mark of this first half, or 5 minutes gone in this first half. Working the ball around the outside, trying to find that way to create space. And finally, we get the screen set up. Our small forward drives in, passes it down low, and our shooting guard is going to lay that one up and cut this lead down to 3. Now, a little later here in the first half, we have been kind of executing a lot more efficiently, and we have actually taken a small little lead here, 23-20 with 2.5 minutes remaining. It has been effective. We've been working on getting down low. We just have to maintain that. Our center coming off the bench, he's got it down low. Little hook shot up, and that one's going to be no good, and the rebound is gathered in by Toledo. They are still beating us off the boards. That is one area where we will definitely have to improve next season. Now we get an actual turnover from him as we drive it in, and he cuts it short and goes up and misses the lay-in. Of course, leave us to get the turnover and then miss the lay-in right there. But we do still lead by 3 here, under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Toledo gets it down low. They fire that one up. It's going to bounce around the rim a couple times and in. 23-22 is the score of the game here. Minute 45 remaining in the first half. Our point guard bringing it down. Passes it to our small forward down on the short side wing. He gets it into our center. He goes far side wing. And we keep it going around. And Toledo is on the move, not really knowing where to go with their defenders. As we look to find that open shot, drive it in a little bit. He fires that one up, and that's going to bounce off the rim and be no good. But we did get a decent shot going there. And some good ball movement and trying to find those open spaces, open players. As Toledo passes it down low, and that one's going to be off the rim and misses. But they get the offensive rebound, and thankfully they will actually miss again. And we finally gather up a rebound and start coming back with it, maintaining the 1-point lead here, the final minute of this first half. We get it down to the short side wing. As we fire it down under low to our center. He has possession, gets it back out to our point guard. Back to the short side wing here, trying to find space as we get the screen set up. Down low to him. He slams it home. Our center slams it home. Big number 41 with a big dunk. And that's going to give us now a 3-point lead here, 25-22, as we approach the final seconds of this first half. Toledo with possession at the top of the key. The shot clock and game clock are all about even. And they drive the lane, and there's going to be a foul right there. A power forward, he's going to get his first personal foul of the game, and that's going to lead to 2 shots. Now, not the best thing you want to do, but one advantage of it is it does give us an opportunity now to have the last shot, assuming we can get a rebound on a missed free throw. So 23.2 seconds remaining, a 3-point lead here for Central Michigan, 25-22, as they are shooting 2 from the free strike. And the first one drops in and is good. So they have one more shot available here, trailing by 2 now. Their big man gets set. He fires that one up, and it's going to be off the rim and gathered in by Central Michigan. Here comes our small forward with it, taking his time, coming up, looking for that final shot. That's what we need to look for, and he's going to just kind of set up and be patient with it. Looks like 10 seconds are remaining. He gets it down to our center. He gets it over to our shooting guard, fires that one up, and that's going to be in and good. What a clutch shot right there. A little 2-pointer. Looked like it could have been a 3, but his foot was on the line. It is only going to be 2. And that will give us a 4-point lead here coming into the first half, 27-23. So once we finally got into rhythm of getting the ball down low, it turned out to be a pretty good competitive first half. We were able to come back and take the lead there, near the end of it. And both teams shooting decently, 45 and 46%. But Toledo, we did start forcing turnovers. They do have 5 turnovers in the first half. We have to work on our rebounding we've got to keep them off the boards. A lot of their points have come from second chance opportunities. So we are going to definitely have to continue to work on that as we move forward, not just in this game, but coming into next season as well in any future games we have here in the tournament. So we will start out with possession here in the second half, working the ball back down low, power forward backing him in. He raises up on the turnaround jumper, and that one's going to drop. So it's 29-23 here after just a few seconds into the second half. As our plan is continuing to work. Get it to the big men down low, and let's start pounding this thing home. As Toledo tries the same thing, turnaround jump shot off the rim, they get another offensive rebound and put that one away. So they keep maintaining it as a 4-point ball game here. We do lead 29-25. Little less than a minute gone in the second half. As we get it to her, oh my God, our small forward on the short side wing, and he stepped out of bounds. A turnover is not what we needed at this time. So our defense is going to have to step up here with only a 4-point lead, prevent them from gaining any extra momentum as they get it around to the far side on the wing right there with their shooting guard. Tries to set our guy up. He tries to drive, but he's blocked off, and he passes it back out. Down low to power forward, fires that one up, and it's going to be missed. Our point guard gets the rebound, and he's going to take his time coming back up. Need to slow it down. Need to play more of our style of game. And that's going to be a big thing moving forward as he gets it over to our small forward on the short side wing. He fires up a big three, and that one's off the rim and no good and gathered in by Toledo. Need to definitely start working that ball around a little bit more. That is going to be a big thing as we finally get the swipe and the takeaway by our shooting guard. He nabs the steal, and he stops and gets it out, and our small forward powers it home, and he's going to lay that one in to extend this lead for us. As that will give us, a pretty decent 6-point lead at that time. Now here we are about 3.5 minutes remaining in the game, and we have a 7-point lead, 48-41 here. As we set up a little screenplay down low to our center, back out. And we drive it on in, and he lays that one up, little finger roll, a little Tony Parker finger roll into the hoop, making a 9-point ball game, 50-41 here in game 1 of our MAC conference tournament. Now our point guard's going to get another steal, another forced turnover, and he goes down low to our shooting guard. And he passes it back out to our point guard, and we're going around. And finally, our small forward has it. And he's going to drive in and tries to throw it up to the wrong guy. Try to do an alley-oop to our center, just unable to get it to that man. As our small forward, he dribbles it in, misses the layup, but actually gathers in his own rebound here. So under 3 minutes remaining, 9-point ball game as we continue to pass this ball around. One take time off the clock, find the open lanes, get it down to our center down low, and they're going to call a charge. You got to be kidding me. Gave him a little bump with this tush-tush, and they call a charge on us. That's ridiculous. But in this one, in the second half, our three-pointing has picked up a lot. We found a lot more open shots. That goes to the working the ball around and getting it down low, and essentially getting the ball down low in the post. Okay. And now here we are with another quick little turnover. Our small forward has it. He drives in, goes and lays that one up and in. And that's going to extend our lead out now to 11 points here. 2 minutes remaining, 52-41 lead by Central Michigan. More points in the paint, the better, the more the merrier, the more the better. And that is how we have been operating in this second half to a lot of success. They get it down low, and they're going to slam that one home as well, making it once again a 9-point ball game here at the 2-minute mark. 2 minutes remaining in game number 1 of our conference tournament. Now our point guard with it at the top of the key, trying to just take time down. As we start moving the ball around to find those empty lanes, our small forward has it at the top far side key, gets it over to our point guard. Back around to our backup point guard, but he's actually in a shooting guard position. Drives in, fires that one up, and it's off the rim. But we gather in the rebound and then lose it. They knocked it out of our hands, but they were the last ones to touch it, so we will maintain possession. Finally, our shooting guard comes in. He's a big-time offensive player for us, one of our top scorers here recently. As they inbound that ball, a minute and a half remaining, 9-point ball game. Our point guard has it, trying to take this clock down. Get it over to our shooting guard. He keeps it around the top of the key, not really trying to stress taking any time off or anything like that. Our point guard with possession, kind of backing up a little bit. He gets it over to our small forward. And our small forward trying to get a screen set up, and he finally gets it. He's going to drive the lane, and he lays that one up, and it's no good, and rebounded by our center, and he puts that one back. 11-point ball game once again off the offensive rebound. That is how you want to add points right there. So we are under 1 minute, 11-point ball game. Toledo trying to make a miracle happen, driving down low, and they're going to bump into us, and that's going to be a charge. That's going to be a charge right there. As we will keep possession of the ball here with 52 seconds remaining. That was a big forced turnover. We get some of our backups in, and they are going to start the foul-o-rama. I think we know this type of thing is happening, and look at that, a warm up the bus kind of moment. Warm up the bus, ladies and gentlemen, as we have an 11-point lead, and they are just starting to foul away, and they're going to try to force us to hit free throws and hope to God that we actually miss some, which I can tell you our free throw shooting has definitely improved in this season. And with that, we will claim victory here in Game 1, 56-43 over Toledo. Split the series with them during the regular season, 1-1. This is a big-time one. It feels good to knock them out of the conference tournament, knock them out of the big dance even. And so that is how you want to do it. Play, survive, and advance. And we definitely did that here. Capitalized on a lot of good play down low. We still need to be a little bit more strong, a little bit stronger in the post. You know, that hopefully is not too much of a problem going into our next game. But it's an area for us to improve. But I think we also did pretty well being aggressive in the post on the offensive board, on the offensive side. Now I mentioned game number 2 as we get set up here to continue this MAC tournament. And we'll be taking on Western Michigan, who put a beat down on us in the regular season. This one is definitely going to be proven to be a tough matchup here. We have a lot of seniors and juniors on our team getting the start. They have a couple freshmen and a sophomore and a couple seniors going for them. So they got some underclassmen as well as upperclassmen, kind of combined mix. Now Western Michigan is one of the better teams in the conference. You know, they were number 2 in the conference, so this is going to be a tough one, but I think if we play it right, we can beat them, but we got to be aggressive. They are a team that likes to drive it down low. As we give him a little bit of a lane, he opens it up and takes it up, and that's going to be missed off the rim, but we got to be careful with that as they try to attempt to go for the quick basket, but we gather in the rebound here. And we start working it on the outside. One of our senior shooting guards is starting. He hasn't had a whole lot of time in this season, so I'm not sure why we put him in over our normal guy, number 31, but we do. Now down low to our center. He hits a turnaround jumper, and that one's going to bounce off the rim and out. No good right there. Game is still tied at 0. Both teams with 1 possession. Both teams firing up missed shots. Now the Broncos have it. They try to drive down low and in. They go up with it, and that's going to be off the backboard and good on the lay-in. As that was a big one for us. We had an opportunity to stop them right there. Just couldn't pull that off. As they get out to a lead here, 2-0 early on. Now our small forward has it in the short side wing. He gets it down low to the center. Back out to our small forward. Comes up to our point guard at the top of the key. Gets it around. Trying to find these lanes, but they are closing in on their zone defense quickly. As we drive and fire up the open three-pointer, and that one's going to be off the rim and no good. Had the open shot, took it, so I can't complain about it, but we just got to convert those. And we didn't pull that one off there. So Western Michigan coming back with it in this one. As they have possession, kind of looking for a lane to go through. Get it out to their point guard. He gets around our guy and drives in the lane, and he gets his own rebound. Multiple Chippewas around him, but he's still getting rebounds. Another one and a putback. He got 3 of them all by himself, and he's a little fella against 2 of our big men down low. That is not appropriate at all. You've got to be kidding me. We cannot be more aggressive than that down low. And they now have a 4-0 lead in this one. And so here we go as we try to get on the offensive side as we drive in with our small forward. He fires that one up, and that one is no good and off the rim. And so here comes Western Michigan right back with it, maintaining a 4-0 lead, and they drive right down the middle on us. Not the aggressive defense we were looking to have starting out this game, as we are quickly trailing 6-0 in this one. Not even 3 minutes into it. As we try to pass it down low and they intercept the pass, and that's going to be a turnover. All of Western Michigan points coming in the paint. As we try to keep them on the outside, they drive down low again and they go up, and it's going to be offensively rebounded. They get another one, and they drop that one in. How many opportunities are we going to give them here to start this game? They have about 6 or 7 rebounds already, most of them coming on the offensive side, and they lead 8-0 now. We have to put a stop to this run as we get it down low and back outside. Our point guard has it at the top, calling for a screen. And he finally gets that one set. He goes in and he drives the lane and lays it up, and it's off the rim and in. So finally we stop a little bit of that bleeding and make it 2-8 here in this one. So we are trailing early, but we have to fight back. We have to prove we can do it. Be aggressive as they try to get that one down low, and we finally get a turnover. They go for the alley-oop and miss, and we come right back at them. But no offensive players coming with us. All Western Michigan, all Broncos defense comes down and stops us, so we can't get a quick transition points. And we start working it around the outside once again. Back down low to our power forward, who gets set up, and he goes outside with multiple defenders on him, driving in the lane and lay that one up and in. And that's going to cut their lead in half. It was at 8 points. Now it's at 4 points. 8-4 here in this one. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. As the Broncos have possession of the ball now, working it around the outside. We try to keep them out of the lane. They drive that one in, and we cut them off short. They pass it back out, and they fire that three up, and they do miss, and we actually gather in the rebound, and we start coming right back at them. And so here we are trying to cut into their lead just a little bit more here as we approach the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. We get it down low on the wing, back down into our center. He gets it back around the outside. As we keep it going, their defenders are on the move. Wide open three. Fire that one up, and it's going to be off the rim and no good. Broncos with the rebound, and here they come. They are out-rebounding us right now, 8-2 in this game. We're just not aggressive down low. And they get it up high, and they drive the basket in the lane again, and a smooth little move for the lane to extend their lead. Now here we are with about 3.5 minutes as we do advance up here in the first half. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. We're trailing by 10. Western Michigan has really played their game plan effectively. We have not played ours very well. We are trailing by 10, 13-23 with 3 minutes remaining. As we finally get it down low to our main shooter, and he's going to be missing that one. We cannot have him miss these wide open shots. We just can't. Broncos get the rebound, and they come right at the basket here as we cut them off short. They continue to try to find spaces in that lane, and that one smacked out of there. Nowhere to go with it as we get the ball and come right back at them. Good block by our small forward. As we pass it back down to our shooting guard, and he fires another wide open three, and he's going to miss again. What is going on? He's normally our most solid outside shooter, but he's just not hitting anything today. As they try to drive the lane again, and they're going to get another offensive rebound, and they get some second chance points and extend their lead to 12, 25-13 here in the first half. Another offensive rebound. It's just it's a theme that keeps replaying itself over and over so far in this first half. As we work to set up a screen, our shooting guard drives it in over to our center, back outside to our small forward. He hits a three finally. He fired one up and finally hits it as we're shooting only 25% on the day from the three-point range. Not very good or effective. And Broncos have possession of the ball. It is a 9-point ball game. They go down low with it. He lays that one off the backboard as we trapped him down low under there. Good job by our defense to not give up the easy points down low like we have been doing all game, as you can see right here by these replays. It has just been something. We've been clearing the lane. Every time they step into it, we back away. Now, a minute 46 seconds, 9-point lead, trying to see if we can't just cut into this a little bit as we get it out to our point guard who gets trapped. We get it over to our power forward, out to our center, who instead of driving the lane tries to fire up a three. I mean, I get it, he was open, but that is not his type of shot. And Broncos get the rebound, and they come back with a chance to make it a double-digit lead once again. As we're about a minute and a half remaining in the first half of this ball game here. Game number 2 of the conference tournament. as the Broncos fire that one up, and it's back to an 11-point lead. We are playing their ball game. We have got to slow things down and play our style of game here. As our point guard dribbles it past the half-court line and has it on our side. And we start working it around the way. Get this clock to tick down some. Find those open shots as we fire another one up. Our shooting guard, another pretty wide open three, and he misses. So they still have an 11-point lead under 1 minute to go as they pass it back out and down low, and they drive the lane, and it's now a 13-point lead. You've got to be kidding me. 45 seconds remaining. If we play it right, we can get a shot for two. Our point guard drives it in, and he's going to lay that one in. Well played by him, catching them off guard and just driving to the hoop. Back to a 9-point ball game. 29-18 is our score here in this one. As they try to get around our point guard, but no low contendere. Out to the far side wing, back to the top of the key. They have possession of it, looking to try to whittle this clock down, fire that one up from down low in the post, and it actually missed, and we get a rebound. So 9-point game here, 14 seconds remaining. Looks like we're going to wait to take this last and final shot of the half. We get it out to our shooting guard down low in the wing. As he passes it back up to our point guard, fires it from outside, and that's going to be missed, but we gather the rebound, and he gets the last second shot off and in. And it's going to be 9 points right there, 29-20. What a shot that was by him. Clutch rebound, and then to put it up and in relatively quickly, keeping us within single digits. That was a big-time play by him. And a pretty good way to kind of settle their momentum down and give us a little bit of it. Just a little tad, little taste is all we're getting right now. We're shooting 35% from the field. We've only got 12 rebounds, and they're 20 rebounds. That's what's killing us. It's the rebounds. They're getting so many off second chance points from their offensive boards, and we're getting like nothing. And that's a big problem here coming into the second half. Now we're going to go ahead and advance a pretty good ways into the second half. We are trailing by 8 right now. It's 46-38. The Broncos do have the lead. As we fire that three-pointer up and pretty wide open, and it's going to be missed again. You're kind of seeing a motif that we have going throughout this game right now. The Broncos, I don't know what it is, but we just could not hit the broadside of a barn even if we tried. They have it at the top side of the wing, far side wing down low in the post, and they go and lay that one up and in. 10-point ball game now. 5 points remaining. Broncos have been on an 8-0 run here in the last about minute and a half, 2 minutes. To extend this lead out. We caught up, but every time we catch up, they start to extend it a little bit. Down low in the post, our center has it. He gets it back out to our shooting guard. He's going to drive that one in and lay it in. And that's going to make it an 8-point ball game, 48-40 here, 4.5 minutes remaining in the second half. Broncos threaten to drive that one in quickly. As they do get around us, drive the lane, we go up with it, and they're going to actually miss, and we get the rebound and pull it down. And we come right back with a chance to cut into this lead even more. That is what we have not had a whole lot of. And like I said, anytime we do, it seems like they go on a little run and just extend their lead right back. So we have to turn that tide. Our shooting guard has it on the far side wing. They set up a screen for him. He passes it down low, and they lay that one up, and that's going to be in. Our power forward with a good little lay-in right there. It's now a 6-point ball game. As it looks like we are cutting into this thing a little bit. And that's what you got to do, chip away, but they go right back down low again, and our center just played that one horribly. Completely lost track of his man, doesn't even touch the ball, get anywhere near the ball, and they get that one going, and they extend their lead back out to 8 points, 50-42 as we work it around the top side of the key, back down low with our power forward in the post. He gets it back out and around as we drive the lane right there, throws that one up, and it's going to be off the rim and no good. And here come the Broncos after that missed shot as they drive the lane real quick and easy and lay that one in. And we're back to a double-digit deficit. The 3 Ds. Double-digit deficit here. 3 minutes remaining. Our point guard with possession of it gets it out to our shooting guard who goes down low. Our center backing him in as he lays that one up, and it's going to be no good. He can't even make that shot. That one should easily go falling in, but unable to make it here as the Broncos get yet another rebound. As they work it and fire out a three-pointer, that one's going to be no good and actually picked up by us. And here comes our point guard with it back down to our side of the court, trying to make an opening here See if we can't get that good shot off. And still unable to make something happen. Pass it back outside, and we get the three-pointer to fall on that one. And it's now going to be about an 8-point ball game here, 52-44. As that was just a two-pointer. Damn it. 52-44 now, 8-point ball game. My mistake. As the Broncos drive the lane, fire up an off-balance shot, and everything is falling for them right now. Everything is falling. And it seems like they just can't miss, and we just can't hit. We could build a whole neighborhood with the number of bricks we've thrown up today. Our shooting guard hasn't, gets it down low. They gather him around, back out to our shooting guard, fires up the three-pointer, and that's off the rim and good. Our most effective deep shooter has just been off all day. I want to believe he's going to get hot at some point soon, but we're really getting to the point where that's almost too late now. As he reaches in and actually gets a foul, which is one of the worst things that we could have done at that moment, because that will reset the shot clock for them. We're under 2 minutes remaining here in what amounts to about a 10-point ball game. Broncos with possession of the ball, 35 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to have to start doing something. I hate to say it, but we're going to have to become that team eventually here pretty quick that just starts fouling away. As we go for it right now, off the bat, a minute 43 seconds remaining, 10-point deficit. As we try to push that one in and get another little quick foul on him. Our shooting guard, our senior shooting guard, like I said, hasn't had a whole lot of time this season, but he's in this one. He's got 4 fouls on the game. And they drive that one up, and they go shooting up, and that's going to miss, and we actually get a rebound here. A minute and a half remaining, trailing by 10. Our point guard with possession drives the lane and lays that one up and in. And that's going to cut it down to 8-point ball game, a minute and a half remaining. As finally we start moving, and Broncos come right back with it down in the lane, and that's going to be up, and the foul is going to knock that one down. And that's going to send them to the line to shoot 2 here. Their point guard, he's got 11 points on the day. 3 of 4 from the free throw range right now. 2 free ones, and that first one is going to be up and no good. It looks like he actually missed that one. The deficit remains at 8 points here. If we can miss another one, we might be able to make a little move. That one is up, and it is going to actually be good. So a minute, 22 seconds remaining, 9-point deficit. Our point guard with it drives in and just lays that one up and in real quick, found the lane. And now it's a 7-point ball game. A minute, 15 seconds remaining as we come and start fouling them away. Just foul away at this point. To send him back to the line. 12 points, 4 of 6 from the free throw stripe, 4 of 11 on the day from the court. Fires that first one up, and that's going to be no good. We gather in the rebound. 7-point ball game. Trying to cut into this thing a little bit here as we try to drive down low, kick it back out for the far 3, and that one's going to be off the rim and no good. 1 minute remaining as we foul once again to try to just see if we can't get them to miss. And so here they are taking a couple free ones. And they are at a 1-and-1, and that first shot is going to be up, and it will be good. So right now we're back to an 8-point deficit, 58 seconds remaining. They got one more shot from the stripe. And they go up with that one, and it's going to be good as well. So 9-point ball game here as we get this one inbounded quickly, trying to get some free points. Trying to drive the lane, and they block us up pretty good down outside. Get it up to the top of the key with our small forward over to our shooting guard. Fires it up, and that one's going to be in, and that's now a 6-point ball game here. 48 seconds remaining as we go for the quick foul. Going for the quick foul, 6-point ball game. If we can get them to miss, we can cut into this lead with some skillful shooting. But we got to have them fall. That's going to be the biggest key. That first shot is up, and that's going to be no good, and we get the rebound. And here we come back with it. 41 seconds remaining in this ball game. Game number 2 of the conference tournament. Back out and around. Our point guard fires that shot up, and that's going to be no good and off the rim. So we get one more foul opportunity, and honestly, if they make one more, or even both of these, it's almost putting it out of reach at this stage. 6 points, 32 seconds. And they make that one, and that is going to be it. That one was enough to add the separation needed. It will finish at a 7-point ball game, 61-54. So our season is over here. We do lose in the conference tournament. We had less than a 500 record, so no NIT, no big dance for us. We will have to just take this into the offseason and see if we can get this team improved a little bit and developed and kind of push our team forward. and going and see how get ready for the next season. So with that, in the next episode, we will take a look at the off season, what our schedule looks like, and what we can expect to see happening in the upcoming season here at Central Michigan. But we do have to perform better, or else we will be fired. I can almost guarantee you that. So on that note, everybody, definitely join us for that episode. Thank you all for watching this one. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already, and give us a thumbs up if you did like this video and you enjoy college basketball. And I will see y'all in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.